of the greatest English writers of the 19th century. He created some of the world's best-known fictional characters. One of them is Scrooge, the main character of the book A Christmas Carol. The events of the book take place at Christmas time. Before Christmas and on Christmas Day, people usually sang carols and joyful songs. It was time for giving presents to children and giving money and other help to the poor. Now we are going to act a little part of this book. We hope that you will enjoy it and you will be interested in it and you would like to read this very exciting book.
The main characters of our story are Scrooge and Marley. They were business partners. Their business was called Scrooge and Marley. Scrooge was a hard man with money, hard as stone. He was a secret man, friendless and alone. The coldness inside him froze his old face. His eyes were red. His thin lips were blue. You could see cold in his way of walking. He carried this cold with him always, wherever he went. It made his office cold in the summer, but at Christmas time it was even colder.
No one ever stopped Scrooge in the street to say, "My dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come and see me?" No poor people asked him for a penny. No children asked him, "What time is it?" No man or woman had ever asked him to tell them the way to a place. No one socialized with him, but Scrooge did not care. He liked it. He liked walking through the crowd and making all men keep their distance from him.
It was Christmas Eve, the 24th of December, the evening before Christmas Day. Old Scrooge was busy in his office. It was very cold. Scrooge could hear the people outside in the street beating their hands together to warm them. There was a thick fog. It was only 3 o'clock, but it was quite dark already. It had not been light all day. Candles were burning in the windows of the offices near his. The fog came pouring in, even through the keyhole. The fog was so thick that you could hardly see the houses on the other side of the street. The door of Scrooge's office was open so that he could watch his clerk. The clerk worked in a very small room on the other side of the passage. Scrooge had a small fire in the fireplace, but the clerk's fire was even smaller. He could not add coal to it because Scrooge kept the coal box in his room.
Please put a penny in the old man's hat. Christmas is coming, babies are getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man.
Mr. Scrooge's nephew has decided to visit his uncle on Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God bless you.
Ah, humbug.
Do you say that Christmas is a humbug, Uncle? You don't mean that, do you?
Yes, I do. Merry Christmas. Bah! What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You are too poor to be merry.
Oh, what right have you to be so solemn and sad? You are rich enough.
Bah! Humbug!
Don't be angry.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? Merry Christmas. What is Christmas has ever done you? Except the time of spending more money than you have, of finding yourself a year older but not an hour richer, a time of having less money than you have at Christmas year ago. I think that every fool who goes about saying Merry Christmas should be boiled with his own Christmas dinner.
Uncle,
Nephew, spend Christmas in your own way and let me spend it in mine.
spend it, but you don't spend it.
What Christmas has ever done you?
Christmas has done me a great deal of good. Christmas is a good time, a kind, forgiving, pleasant time. It's the only time in the year when men and women seem to open their shut-up hearts freely. And therefore, Uncle, although it has never put any gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that Christmas has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Humbug!
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come and have dinner with us tomorrow.
Certainly not. Good afternoon.
But I don't want anything from you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry you won't join us. We have never had any quarrel. At least I have never quarreled. But because it's Christmas, I have tried again to be a friend. And I will still keep my Christmas kind feelings. So, a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
As the clock opened the door to let Scrooge's nephew out,
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas.
he let in 2 other people.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
They had books and papers in their hands.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Am I speaking to Mr. Scrooge or to Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley is dead. He died 7 years ago this very night.
Oh, at this happy season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, we usually try to do something for the poor. They are suffering greatly at this happy season. Many thousands are cold, have no food, have no home to go to.
Are there no prisons?
There are plenty of prisons.
Are there no workhouses for the poor?
There are. I wish that so many were not needed.
I was afraid that something had happened to stop prisons and workhouses doing their usual work. I'm glad that there are still prisons and workhouses.
Prisons and workhouses can't really make people merry at Christmas time. A few of us are asking people to give money to buy some food and drink for the poor. How much will you give us?
Nothing. I don't make merry myself at Christmas time, and I won't give money to make lazy people merry. Good afternoon, ladies.
The fog became thicker, the darkness became darker, the cold became colder. At last the hour for shutting up the office arrived.
You want to be at home all day tomorrow, I suppose?
Yes, sir, if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it is not fair or just. If I were to pay you 15 pence less for that wasted day, you would think that I'm unjust to you. And yet, you don't think that it is unjust to me if I were to pay you for the day on which you do not work.
But it's only once a year.
It's not good reason for stealing 15 pence every 25th of December.